So now all of a sudden they're ignoring you, being mean to you, disrespecting you, not honoring you, not answering your phone. They literally see you calling them. They looking at their phone, they want to ignore it. Man, please. And this is what people do when they call themselves giving you the silent treatment. This is what they do because they want control over you. They want to act as if they're superior to you. They want to act as if they're superior to you, as if they're more important. But the reality is, in this season, you were good. You accepted the silent treatment. You gave them exactly what they wanted and you gave them exactly what they asked for, but they were not ready for that. And now they're confused because they just knew you were going to panic. They just knew that you would be stressed out and concerned and wondering what happened. But nah, not today. You know what I mean? Not any day. You did not concern yourself with their foolishness. You gave them exactly what they asked for. And now they're confused. And the reality is, sometimes, family, the silent treatment is usually about control. These people don't go silent because they want peace. These people don't go silent because they're just so mature and better than you. Absolutely not. They literally go silent because they want control all day. Because the reality is they're trying to hurt you. They want you to feel rejected. I'm telling you what I know. They want you to feel rejected. They want you to blow their phone up. They're looking at their phone because they just know you're going to call so they can ignore it. You know what I mean? This is the type of stuff that people do. They want you to feel like you need to chase them. They want you to chase them so bad. Man, please, where? Again, where is the chase? Where is the chase? They're sitting here playing these games and they're playing all by themselves because you're not chasing them. You're not blowing their phone up. You're not calling them. You're not even concerning yourself with their foolishness because you know how they roll. Because in their minds, they just thought that you would overthink things. They just knew that you would look for their validation, but you didn't give it to them. They are so confused now because they're sitting there all alone by themselves, wishing and hoping that you would reach out because the reality is they wanted a reaction out of you oh so bad, and they did not get one. And I truly believe, family, that these people wanted an old version of you because maybe in the past you called them 100 times. Maybe if they ignored you before, you called and you apologized and you were so sorry and let's make things work and let's see how we could do this different. Listen, you're not doing that today. They were waiting for you to reach out to them first. They were waiting for you to over explain yourself. They were waiting on so many things that you did not give them because you did not have to. For what? Because you're not in that season where you're trying to fix everything, where you are being the one fixing everything for these people, making everything better for these people, making these people's lives great again. Absolutely not. You're not doing that. You stay calm. Y'all, you stayed calm. They were not, let me get close when I say this. They were not ready for that. When you got calm, they were not ready for that because they're so used to you reacting. They're so used to doing things differently. They're so used to seeing you do things in a way that they just knew. Yo, these people were betting and banking on the fact that you were going to hit them up. They were betting and banking on the fact that you was going to pop up on them, that you was going to tell them you're sorry. Where? Again, moment of silence. Because I want you to see who you are and understand that you are learning your worth, that you are getting stronger, right? Better and better. And as you overcome and overcome, you become somebody new. And you, my friend, are becoming somebody new. You're not giving these people no reaction. You've been so calm and they're not ready for it because they didn't see it coming. So you honor their silent treatment. Nah, they wasn't ready for that because had they known you would have honored their silent treatment, they probably wouldn't have gone silent because in this season, you're not playing any more games and you don't fear their distance. You don't care. Yo, listen, the silent treatment stopped working the minute they realized that you no longer are afraid of the distance. You're not afraid of them leaving. You're not afraid of losing them. You're not concerned with what if, what if, what if. No, you want to be better and happy. And you know you deserve more. You don't need the chaotic toxicity that these folks are bringing in your life. Where? What are you going to do with it? It's not helping you move the needle forward. It's not taking you to a better position or a better place. Absolutely not. So now their silent treatment is backfiring because you're not even impacted and you're slightly unbothered. And there's something about it, family, when you don't react. There's something about not reacting, yo. There's something about keeping quiet and holding your peace that makes people uncomfortable. And so when these people gave you the silent treatment, now they're sitting back looking bewildered, confused, perplexed. You know what I mean? They don't even know what to do with it because you're giving them time to think, yo. You are literally giving them time to think about the foolishness that they're on. You're giving them time for them to look and see it themselves like, yo, why am I acting this way, right? They don't want to admit it because their ego's so big, but you're giving them time to realize how wrong they are. So now that you stop reacting, they got to sit with their behavior, sit with their ego, sit with their own manipulation and see that maybe they're the ones in the wrong. And I know, family, sometimes when you're in the moment, you want to react, right? Because we're human, it's the human experience. But in this moment, you didn't react and you saw the difference. And truth be told, these people thought your self worth was less than it was. They literally thought that your self worth was less than it was, because this is why they were trying to play these games. This is why they were trying to play emotional games with you, family. You got to peep it for what it is. And this is why they use these emotional tactics, because in their mind, it's going to work on you. In their mind, they're going to get what they want out of you. They're going to exert their dominance and make you feel like they're the truth. Man, please, yo, these folk, I'm telling you, a lot of these women out here, a lot of these men out here like to play these type of games so that they can feel good about themselves by trying to hurt you. But it's not working because you honor their silent treatment. They really thought that you were going to be oh so sad, depressed, lose weight, gain weight, whatever the case is. They thought that it was going to impact you and hurt you in such a terrible manner, but it did not, though. Not this time, yo. For what? Because they thought that you were going to accept their disrespect. They thought that you were going to continue to prioritize themselves over yourself. No, you're not. And family, you're becoming very emotionally secure. Very emotionally secure. And I guess it's because of all the things you've been through. When things happen to you repeatedly over and over again, you just naturally build up thick skin. You know what I'm saying? Naturally get stronger. And these people didn't take that into account. Because the silent treatment mostly only impacts people that fear that abandonment, but you don't, though. What are you fearing? What are you afraid of? You know what I mean? What are you losing? Nothing, yo. And to be quite honest, you're the catch. You're the one. Like, they need you more than you will ever need them. Tell me I'm lying. So a lot of these people want to make you feel like you're not the thing, but you 100% are. A lot of these people got you out here feeling like you're not the chosen one, but you 100% are. They got you out here feeling like you're a chicken, but you a whole ego with wings that can fly, right? And so when they keep you down for so long, they think that you're going to stay there. Or maybe they met you when you were down. Man, please run it back. Yo, we about to do a whole 360 degrees. These folks do not understand who you truly are, but you do. Because you came to that season where you're like, man, this is me. I'm the one. Like, no, people no longer get to treat you in a manner that you do not want to treat yourself. They don't get to disrespect you. They don't get to play in your face. And real talk, that silent treatment is so whack, because what if it's a situation where you need them? What if it's a situation where it's an emergency? You got to pick up the phone to call them, or you need something for them. But they're out here playing games, playing around on your life, tap dancing on your heart. Man, look, no, they're not going to do that anymore. So you honor their silent treatment. You left them bewildered, and now they're confused because they thought you was out here being weak. Man, please, no way. They thought you were out here being emotionally insecure. Where? They thought that you needed them so bad. But they were so sadly mistaken. Because here's how it backfired on them. Here's how it backfired. That silence that they gave you, man, please, it brought you peace. Some of y'all felt relieved not talking to these folks. You felt good just having a few hours or a few days. Yo, just some time to think without these people clouding your mind, coming and crawling in your life. Yo, you needed the time, man. And they didn't see that because they saw it as, oh, I'm going to hurt this person. I'm going to hurt you. Nah, they didn't hurt you. They helped you because you like the clarity. You like the time that you had. And sometimes, family, when we're so wrapped up in our emotions, we can't see the forest from the trees. When we're so wrapped up in our feelings. But when time passes, though, when a little bit of time passes and we sit in that discomfort, and when things are a bit uncomfortable for us, man, after a while, when we start breaking these habits of being ourselves, and we start breaking these habits of unconscious acting and reacting and foolishness, man, we start to feel better. Things get more clear. You can hear better. You know what I mean? You have peace, yo. These people are the ones thinking that you're not bringing them peace. No, they're the ones not bringing you peace. Make it make sense. Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait. Where is the lie, yo? These folk are out here really thinking that you the problem. But it's them, though. And that's the thing. A lot of people are like that. They bring chaos. Y'all ever had a female, right, or a dude tell you, yeah, I don't like drama? They be the main ones that bring it. They literally tell you that they don't like drama, but yet and still they're the ones that bring it. So no, you like the clarity, you like the quietness, And you like the peace that you're getting with these people not boggling your mind down with foolishness. And the truth is, this is where the shift is happening. This is where the shift is happening because these people are now feeling your disconnect. They literally feel the shift. They feel the detachment. They feel how you've disconnected. And oh, have the tables turned. Oh, have the tables turned. They never saw it coming because you were always the nice one, the laid back one, the kind one. You know what I mean? The one that just ran with it. No, 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 and no. And so now they're feeling the shift. They're feeling the detachment, and they did not see it coming. Because here's the reality. Now they're thinking to themselves, wait, why isn't this person chasing me? They're looking in their phone, no call from you. They're looking in their text, no text from you. Yo, really, they're looking all around and they're not seeing it. They're not seeing any evidence in their lives that you're chasing them, yo. They're not seeing it in their phones. They're not seeing it in their waking lives. They're not seeing you chase them on social media. These folk, it backfired on them so royally, yo. They really, really, really thought that they could continue to have access to you after they're the ones that gave you silent treatment. No, they thought that they could just crawl back into your day. Absolutely not, y'all. So it backfired on them. And what they don't like is you seem perfectly fine. People don't like that, y'all. People want to sit here and disrupt your day, make you frustrated, make you angry so that they can feel like they won. But what they don't like is the fact that you're unbothered. They don't like that you're not blowing them up. You're not upset. No, they don't like that because they wanted to disturb you. They wanted to disrupt you. And the whole point of their silent treatment was to get you frazzled. You know what I mean? And it didn't happen. And now all of a sudden, that same silence that they created starts affecting them. Now look, and suddenly they look and they realize that they're the one impacted. And suddenly they see and they understand that it's backfiring on them and it didn't work on you because you out here winning. Man, please, like I said earlier, a lot of times we are out here moving like and acting like we're common, but there's absolutely nothing common about you. Where? Tell me where. Where's the prototype? Where's the person out here that's just like you? There is nobody though. So now they're realizing this and it's backfiring on them and it doesn't feel good. So now something in their mind is telling them that you're being cold. But yeah, I promise y'all, these folks, now they thinking that you the one in the wrong, that you're the one being mean. No, you're not cold, you're just detached. They need to not mix the two up. You're detached, you're not cold. Because you're not playing these games anymore, you don't have to. No, for what? Because you realize you don't have to fight for bare minimum effort. You don't have to deal with people that are not engaging in your life the way that they need to. And you certainly don't have to play these games with folk that are grown and a big age, playing silent games. You know what I mean? Like, you are a big age. Who has time to play with folks when you don't want to play? Yo, the only game that you need to be playing is how to become a millionaire. You don't got time to play these games with these people. For what? So now they're feeling away all because you detached when they literally started it. They literally put you in a position for you to have to make the decision to protect your peace and protect yourself. So thank you. They did you a favor. Thank you. Thank you. Because you don't have to deal with it and you realized it. You honored their silent treatment and they didn't even see it coming. So in conclusion, family, the moment you stop reacting, there was an energy shift. The moment that they realized that you were no longer engaging in foolishness, there was an energy shift. And they feel it. They all feel it, yo. Because one thing about energy is energy doesn't lie. And you stopped engaging with these individuals because you knew your worth and your power. I think they forgot who you are. I think that they think that you are just going to sit there and continue to allow them to show up in a way that you don't like. I think they thought that you was going to play for, man, no, where? Man, you a whole boss out here. Some of y'all are whole kings and queens out here moving like you're not. And that's what happens when we deal in spaces with low vibrational people. That's what happened. That's what happens when we deal with people that are immature and really don't know who they are. Absolutely not. So you honor their silent treatment. They didn't see it coming because they thought that you were going to continue to play these games with them over and over and over. But little did they know. So let these people be silent. Listen, let these people play these games that they always been playing. Let them sit here and do this all on their own because you don't have to deal with it. You realize you don't have to deal with it. You never had to deal with it because at the end of the day, a lot of times, family, they need you more than you will ever need them. Let them have their silent treatment. Honor it. Let them be. And you continue to do the things that you need to do. And I guarantee they'll be coming back because they realize the energy was cut. You're no longer playing games with them. And they can do what they want with their lives because what you're doing is focused on yours and managing your own. And that's on everything. Stay inspired. I want to thank you so much for watching my content. I started my YouTube channel to share the many lessons I learned along the way, and I appreciate you so much. All of the love that you show, I love everything about it, and I want to thank you for being who you are. I hope that you please subscribe to my page and more good things to come. Stay inspired.